We officially have Piggy lore. Yes, it looks like Piggy is returning this potential weekend. And although not 100% guaranteed to be releasing this weekend, that looks as though that is going to be the day in mind for what we're going to be speaking about today. Now, Minitoon tweeted yesterday saying, "Tell me, do your memories haunt you too?" So let's just big this picture up right here. And as you can see, it is a brand new design of Mrs. P. Now, first of all, I thought, oh, maybe this is going to be the introduction to Piggy in City. Well, maybe I just thought incorrect. But one can dream, right? I mean, maybe in another 5 years we might get into City, but it's okay. I'm happy. I'm happy that we've got something. This person right here, Random Football Shirts, uploaded this picture, which is a little bit more of an edited image of what Minitoon did post. And you can really see nothing extra, really. Like, there's no hidden messages, nothing. It's obviously just Mrs. P, and I think she might be holding some form of handbag. Of course, this is going to be going back to Piggy Book 1, The Plant, Chapter 12, so hopefully we're going to be getting something to do with Piggy Book 1, and we're going to get a good piece of nostalgia. Now, what exactly is this tweet? What exactly is going on here? Well, that's what we're going to dive into next. Is it going to be a new chapter? Is it going to be Piggy into City? Well, Mr. Piggy News over on Twitter, or X, whatever you guys want to call it, reckons that it's going to be a Mrs. P skin quest. So Piggy News put out Mrs. P quest. Minitoon has posted a leak of Mrs. P's skin quest. Tell me, do your memories haunt you too? And if we scroll down, Piggy News replied to this message right here from Solid saying, date, Piggy News says, most likely this weekend. Here's why. It is supposed to release in January. Weekends are the go-to time to release Piggy update historically. Note that this is not confirmed. So we could potentially be getting a Mrs. P skin quest this weekend. And of course, if we don't get it this weekend, we might get it next weekend. It's supposed to come out in January, apparently. I'll be honest, I didn't even know that there was a scheduled Mrs. P skin quest on the way. Piggy News also put out this tweet right here. Fun fact, Minitoon has intentionally posted almost identical content for the two leaks of Mr. P and Mrs. P. The only thing is that these two sneak peeks are almost 5 years apart. Tell me, does this fun fact haunt you too? Well, you're not really wrong. So this was the image that was released way back in 2020, I guess it was. Yes, it was 2020, when we were going into Piggy Book 1, Chapter 12, and of course, we had this image of Mr. P, and I can't remember if he was still yellow at this point. I feel like he was still yellow before turning purple. But this whole area right here is down in that area where, you know, there's that bit in the middle. I think there was a quest at one point where you had to get that little bit in the middle to do something. Well, now we're going to be getting a Mrs. P version. So let's just scroll across here. There we go. And that is the Mrs. P in the exact same area. Well, clearly I don't stalk Minitoon as much as Piggy News. So do you know what? I'll take that. But Piggy News posted Mrs. P Skin Quest. The Mrs. P Skin Quest will release this month, and that was put out on the 17th of January. So it looks as though Piggy News has spotted something through Minitoon where it has been hinted that a Mrs. P Skin Quest will be releasing this month. So that was only like a couple of days ago, and now all of a sudden we're getting this thing where Minitoon is leaking Mrs. P. Piggy News also posted this even further back on the 11th of January. Mrs. P Quest, the I2R has posted a sneak peek for the upcoming Mrs. P Skin Quest. Wait, is this actually the sneak peek? Because surely this does not give us much. Surely that's not the leak. I believe that this is the post that Piggy News is talking about. So this was created by I2R. It's been 1 week since the Mr. P plush campaign has ended. And we at I2R want to voice how incredibly appreciative we are over the support behind it. We reached milestones we didn't think that we could reach, and it's all thanks to you. Thank you. In brackets, PS, see you soon, with a flower right here and a potato. So that's kind of interesting. I guess that's kind of some form of relation to Mrs. P, but that to me doesn't 100% confirm that it's going to be a Mrs. P skin quest, if you know what I'm saying. This could just mean that it's going on to something else in the Team I2R for Piggy. I have no idea. But for me, this doesn't 100% confirm that it's a Mrs. P skin quest. I mean, it could lead to that, but I'm not 100% sure. But all I do know is Piggy needs some form of interaction right now. Piggy needs something just to keep it going. I mean, it's been like that for a little while, but one day Piggy will return. We will love it again, just like we did before, and it will just be nostalgia. We'll all be crying. But here's hoping. But if this video did do you guys any good and you enjoyed this, then please make sure to use the star code Antixx when you are buying Robux or Premium. And until the next time, peace.